Good morning, everyone. It's Curly K here, and it's time to get into today's free trade idea of the day. So I'm actually looking at McDonald's, and as I pull the chart in, I can kind of see that we've actually hit some institutional selling zones or supply in this particular case. And I'll just go ahead and highlight that so that you can see it. And as you can see here, we kind of aggressively pushed up into this zone and then rejected down. And if we look straight across the chart, yesterday actually closed back into that supply zone. It also had an inside candle for yesterday, which gives us call and put entry so that we do not have any directional bias. But of course, like I stated, we are sitting in a supply zone, and supply in this particular instance is going to be synonymous for sell. So let's go ahead and chart this thing right on out. So we do have our daily put entry. It's going to come from this area here. And then we have our call entry, which is going to come from up here. And then we also want to just scale down in time frames to see if we have any earlier entries, which we do. So for the upside, we do have a 4-hour call entry. And that's all we get off of that because it did go 2 down. All right, so now let's go ahead and figure out what our targets are going to be as well as our ATR. All right, so let's see here. And we're looking at, all right. So to the upside, we're looking at 320.72. So what that means is if we did nothing but push to the upside, that is where we would actually see a level of exhaustion. And so that is going to be our ATR target. All right, and let's go ahead and label that. And now we need to figure out our target to the downside. So we would be looking at, so to the downside, we're looking at 304.20. All right, and so now we have all of that mapped out. And we just need to figure out what our targets are going to be. And your price targets are essentially areas where you can consider taking profit. So let's go ahead and figure out what that is. So to the downside, we're looking at this. And let's make sure we give that a title as well. Looks like we have a little bit of a gap closure as well. And that will be it to the downside and then to the upside. Let's make sure we have everything mapped out. And see here, price target from the 4-hour. And let's walk this up. And that looks like that's it. Okay. So let's talk about our strike prices. I'm going to hide all of the indicators so that we can see pure price action for what it is. So what we're looking at to the upside is any strike price that will be in the money to, let's say, I would go with 320. However, if you want to be in the money sooner, then you want to get a closer strike price. So anything in the money to 320 would actually work. And then to the downside, anything in the money to 305 would actually work. All right, everyone. I hope this helps. If you like these videos and you want to see them continually pouring in, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend or a family member. I hope to see you in baggage claim. Bye.